Honey Buns, and what is up? Today we are going to be taking this shirt that is 3X and converting it into a size small. So if you are ready for that, grab your favorite shirt and or your pattern and let's get started. HoneyBunTv.
You making me want to spend this money, gorgeous, all on you, girl.
First things first, we are going to be using a t-shirt for this. Now this t-shirt is a size small and I'm going to be putting it on the 2X. I know I said 3X in the beginning, but I meant 2X, baby. If you have a pattern, the same thing applies, but you may want to put your shirt that's bigger on fold and the pattern on top as such. But if you have a t-shirt, you're literally just going to place it on top just like how I placed it here. And before we get started with the cutting, I am just going to add about 1/2 inch, 1.5 inches to, ain't that 1/2 inch? No, I'm at 1.5 inches to the bottom so I can be able to hem it off as well as have a clean and more professional look for the t-shirt, so it could look like a regular t-shirt, okay? And there is just me cutting it. So now I'm just going to cut the sides down, and you may want to leave a 1/2 inch of space for when you sew the inside of it, just in case you need to sew a little bit further onto the t-shirt and or not. And then you are just going to flip that side over to cut the same dang, I'm getting tongue-tied. You're going to flip that part over to cut the same amount off. So once you cut the same amount off, we are going to get ready to do the sleeves. And might I add, do not throw away that scrap that you just cut off. But we are just going to cut on a curve around that arm area, as you can see. Some may want to put some chalk to outline it, but I just freehanded it. And in order to get basically the same effect on each side, you're just going to fold over and cut. After you fold it over and cut, those scraps that I said do not throw away, because baby, don't throw away your scraps. You are going to cut that arm sleeve portion off, as you see me doing. And once you cut that arm sleeve off, you are just going to match it to the armhole area right here, as you can see, and you see how it's a little bit bigger. Cut that excess off. And take your time. There is no rush. There is no need. It's not like you got to get on the plane and get to Tokyo at 5:55 p.m. Take your time. Once you have cut everything off and you have placed it to make sure that things are fitting and to your liking, you are going to open and fold the shirt inside out so you can then begin to sew. So now, as you see, I'm not cutting no more, child, please. I am sewing down the side which is under the arm area. So I'm sewing down one side. You're literally going to do that to the other side. And once you are done, you're going to flip it again, and then you are going to hem the bottom. Now, like I said earlier, we left 1.5 inches so we can hem the bottom, and that's all you see me doing is folding 1.5 inches so the bottom can get hemmed appropriately, and it can basically look like the t-shirt was never cut. So there you can see what I am talking about the hemming. Now we are going to go ahead again and flip this shirt inside out. That way we can simply connect our sleeves. Now when I cut the sleeve portion to make it shorter, there was a space that it opened up, and we are going to sew that down first before we sew the sleeve on the t-shirt. And word of advice, when you are sewing, you want to back stitch just so you can secure your stitch even more. Once you do that, I personally like to flip my shirt inside out when I am doing sleeves. It is your choice. Just make sure that things align appropriately and they add up to seam, as you can see me here doing. Once you line it up from seam to seam, you are going to sew around that circle where my finger just outlined. That way you can have a sleeve that is connected. And once you have your sleeve connected, baby, you are done. Open that shirt back up, press it, steam it down, iron it down, and this is how it should come out looking. See you, honey buns, next time on Honey Bun TV. Mwah.